Okay, hi. This is the lesson for Unit 8, Lesson 11, Volume Formulas. Now, most of us already know the volume formula. Um, that is, I think this is a better angle. Volume equals length times width times height. Now, in this unit, the only thing that's going to be different and that we haven't done is they're going to ask you to find missing sides. Other than that, this is something we've done several times. So it's the same as the units before. So if you notice this week, I'm putting in 6 lessons. That's because several of these are very related and pretty simple. Once you understand volume, 8, 9, 8, 10, and 8, 11 are all related. So I figure that's 2 days worth of work. It's not 3 days. So it's just not that much work. So you just have to work. There's a lot of word problems in here, and you have to just use what you know to figure out what to do or how to respond and write good responses. So one of the problems is going to be they're going to give you a problem okay, like this, where you have, let's say, 5 inches, 4 inches, and then an area. So let's say the area, right over here, or I'm sorry, not area, volume. Volume equals, and let's do, let's do 100 inches cubed. So now I gotta figure out how to solve for the missing side, and that would be this side. So we'll put side X. We don't know side X. So I'm gonna write a problem. 100 inches cubed equals 5 inches times 4 inches times blank inches. Okay, so that's the one step that's a little different here. And I'll go over a couple more things, but for the most part, that's pretty much what we're solving for, the one thing that's different in 811. So first I'm going to combine these two, and that's 5 times 2, which is 20 inches squared times blank inches equals 100 inches cubed. Okay, this is a little bit too close, so I'm gonna erase this so we can move it up. So I have 100 inches cubed. This is kind of hard to write in, it kind of wobbles a little bit, so sorry if it's not the neatest. 20 inches squared times blank inches. Okay, so I have to do a division problem, and it's in your notes. It says, remember you're going to have to do some dividing. So I'm going to have to move the 20 over here, and that's 100 divided by 20. So, if you don't know, which you probably should know, 20 goes into 100. 2 goes into 10 5 times. Okay, so 5, 0, 10. Okay, so 5. My answer is 5. So that missing side was 5 inches. Okay, so that's the one thing you're going to have to figure out what the missing side is. I know that throws people for a loop because they get used to going one direction and doing a problem. But, you're in 5th grade now, so algebra. This is the beginning of algebra, when you find an unknown problem or answer. Okay. You're not always just going the same direction anymore, from right or left to right. Sometimes you have to go the other direction. Sometimes what's missing is going to be not, on the end of an equal sign. It's going to be, if I have this problem, 6 times blank equals 18, it's the same type of problem. Okay, I gotta ask myself, what times 6 equals 18? Or 18 divided by 6. Blank equals 18 over 6, or 18 divided by 6. So that would be 3. So that's pretty much what you're doing, but you're doing it with 3 numbers instead of 2. So basically, if we break this down, these are going to look like this. Let's do 2, and this is the same thing. 2 times some number times 6 equals, let's say, let's do 36. Okay, so this is the same type of problem. We just are missing a number there. So remember our formula volume, length times width times height equals volume. Okay, so knowing that, I don't know, I'm not sure if you're getting that on the screen, but I'll check it after I videotape. So now I go 6 times 2 is 12 equals 36. Blank equals 36 divided by 12, or blank equals 3. So I know 3. 2 times 3 is 6. 6 times 6 is 36. That's really all we're doing to find those missing sides. All right. The one other thing in this unit, or this lesson, is making sure that you know what an expression is. So they want you to write an expression. Make sure, and I notice on tests all the time that when they ask you to write an expression or an equation, this gets skipped almost pretty regularly by people doing the test. They give me an answer and they lose points because they don't do this step. Okay, so if I have a rectangular prism, okay, and I gotta say 2 inches, 3 inches by 2 inches, my expression is going to be this. 3 inches times 2 inches times 2 inches, and you can put a parentheses there because you're going to have to do one of those problems first. That's an expression. It's the mathematical sentence that you're doing to solve. Okay, that's it for 8-11, okay? So this should be pretty simple. Like I said, I'm giving you an extra lesson this week because 8, 9, 10, and 11 are really similar. I think they should not take you more than, you probably get all 3 done in a day if you work for an hour. They're pretty simple. But yeah, all right. I'm going to do a couple more lessons today, and I'll get those posted by Sunday for you guys. Hope you're doing well. Bye.